So in this video we're going to be dealing with the rules of negative exponents. And the rules of negative exponents simply is kind of a trick. There's math behind it, so we'll kind of do both just to show you how it's done. But the trick is pretty simple. For example, 5 to the negative 2, if it is a negative 2, or a negative exponent, then in your head you're already realizing you're going to create a fraction out of this, where you're going to put a 1 on top, and then drop the negative, and now it's just going to be 5 to the power of 2, which can be 1 over 5 times 5, so 1 over 25. Now, that's usually what most people will do, but the logic behind it, it goes like this. For example, if we do the very first question, we have 5 to the power of 5 divided by 5 to the power of 7. Okay? Now the rules say this is a quotient rule. We can subtract the exponents. 5 minus 7, which is 5 to the negative 2. So that's our power form. We can leave it in exponential form if we want, but we need to evaluate this. Okay? So keeping in mind, you need to demonstrate that you can actually apply the rule. So you want to show all your work. You can use this way. Again, this is the way I'd recommend. It is the easiest way. Or you could actually write this out in expanded form. So we have 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, which is 5 to the power of 5. We're going to divide it by 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, which is 5 to the power of 7. And then we start canceling. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 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 Nothing left on top, so then I do the operations. 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is 1, times 5 times 5 is 1 over 25. You get the same answer. However, this is quite a bit faster. So again, keep in mind, use the order of operations, making sure you know the laws for the negative exponents. Let's do another example, and then we can move on. Let's pick this one. So if you want to do the 9 times 9 times 9 and write it all out so you can see it, and that will take you quite a bit of time. Not recommended. What you do want to do is you want to be able to procedurally use the negative laws of exponents. So make sure that you know these laws, because they are important and you have to be able to use them. So let's do that. First thing is, we're going to multiply and then we're going to divide. Remember, BEDMAS together, left to right. You don't do division first, you go left to right. So in this situation, you would do multiplication first. So the rules state when you're multiplying powers, the bases are the same, we can add the exponents. And again, I'm demonstrating that I know what I'm doing by showing my work. The quotient rule says when I am dividing powers and the bases are the same, I can just subtract 32, subtract 33 is a negative 1. And the negative rule says anytime you have a negative exponent, you will make a fraction where the power drops the negative and goes to the bottom of the fraction, and your answer is 1 over 9. Now again, I could leave it as 1 over 9 to the power of 1, but again, that's not really a standard answer. No one really leaves things in powers of 1, so you'd want to drop that power. Again, you're going to be doing that throughout the sheet. A couple of things you need to worry about, right? There's no rules for adding and subtracting. So you're going to do this side first, then deal with that. You're going to do this side, you're going to do this side, and then subtract. So just be cautious when you're dealing with adding and subtracting. And that's that worksheet. I'm always available for extra help if you need it, so just let me know. Good luck.